Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast. I'm your host, Frank Fiume, here live at the IFA2024 National Convention, and looking forward to interviewing some folks at this year's event. I have Lynn Lawson from EventPrep. Lynn, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you, yes, it's great.
My booth mate from behind us.
Right from behind, yeah, I walked far from this one.
You enjoying the event so far?
The event's gone great. A lot of wonderful potential clients are coming up and lots of great people. Here.
There's a huge need for what you guys do. So why don't you show the audience what EventPrep is?
EventPrep is a meetings and event company. We help companies everything from site selection and contract negotiations all the way down to registration, rooming, we food and beverage. You need whatever comes within a conference, we do it.
That's awesome. There's so many franchisors, right? There's roughly 4,000 franchisors in the industry.
Yes.
And when you're starting out, when I started out franchising, typically you have a small staff, you don't have a really big budget, you start doing it yourself.
Exactly.
And you make a lot of mistakes, and I spent way too much money, and my conventions were a huge expense for us. And then when our budget increased a little bit, and then when we were finally able to afford an event planner, it ended up saving us money, and lo and behold, it also took a lot of wear and tear off my staff, right? So you guys take everything out of the equation for the company.
Exactly. We save companies a lot of money because we take the site selection and contracts, which doesn't cost your company anything. It doesn't cost you anything to use our services for that. And then if we do the on-site meeting management, fees are very reasonable, and the cost of what an employee would cost you to what we can do for you is unbelievable.
Yeah, and when you have that, we can't afford as a franchisor to have the employee who, first of all, doesn't do this for a living. Nobody has an event planner on staff unless maybe they're a really large franchisor.
Exactly.
But your everyday franchisor that has 20 locations, 50 locations is pulling resources from the different team members.
Exactly.
So how many franchisor customers have you guys have?
Total within the organization, I don't have an exact number.
Okay.
I have no idea. I personally have 5.
Okay.
I have 5, but we have other franchisee owners that have several too. So there's a lot of us.
Nice. So what's your goal for this IFA here?
I want to meet that perfect client that really needs my services because they're scared. They don't know what to do, and it's costing them so much money, like you said, and I can just take it and make their ROI so much higher.
That's awesome. All right, well, look, Lynn, if somebody wanted to learn more about you guys, where do they go?
You can go to, you can call me directly, or you can go to eventprep.com.
Lynn, thank you so much for being on.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning into the Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast. For additional insights, guest applications, and to stay connected, visit us at efbpodcast.com. The Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed do not necessarily represent those of Emerging Franchise Brands, its host Frank Fiume, or Emerging Franchise Group, LLC. Any discussed franchise or investment opportunity requires thorough investigation, obtaining proper disclosure documents, and expert consultation before making any investment decisions. The podcast and its host do not offer professional advice or endorsements, and they hold no responsibility for actions, representations, accuracy, or consequential damages related to the podcast content.